Hi guys, and welcome back to Farming Simulator. This is the road to $100 million on Kylora Farm. It is about to rain here, but just before it starts raining, I think it's time for us to do a little bit of cutting of the grass. So, how do I turn this bad boy on? I press B. Now, I did check last episode. Unfortunately, even though I fertilized it in August, it is not the case that we've obviously waited a month until September. I now still do not have the capability to go and get a high yield. So the fertilizing did nothing basically, which is a wonderful experience, but I didn't know that, so that's okay. It is what it is. Alright, so turn off mower. No, that's fine. We want to turn it on. Not off. Turn on. Yep. Lift. Lower. Alright, should be good to go. Let's do this. Yeah, brilliant. Let's get some mowing done. Why is it not mowing? Am I going too quickly? Do I have to drive slowly? Nope, it's just not mowing at all. Okay, interesting. I did think that maybe this one wouldn't work, so I'm just going to go and grab the other one. We know the other one works. Although maybe it's only pullable by the other tractor. Maybe I need a higher horsepower to get that done actually, but it'll be worth testing. Let's find out. Because I know I tried both of them, but I'm pretty sure it could just do one of them. I mean, it's just a lawnmower. How hard is it going to be? Let's unfold this bad boy. Navigate through our machines. Turn it on. Turn it on. Come on. There we go. Alright. And now, steering assist. We don't need 4 laps of the headland. 2 will do. To be honest, maybe even 1 will do, but whatever, we'll make it work. Yes, please. Alright. Let's do some cutting. Yeah, the side-on one works better, so I don't know whether that's because... I don't know, maybe because the other one lifts up or something. I know there's been a few bugs where like when it lifts up and stuff, we can't get it done. So maybe that's the reason. I'm not sure. But either way, we have 2 fields of grass to cut because the plan for today's episode is to transform this area. So I've been doing a lot of research in between and basically just bringing up all the menus and seeing if I can make it work. And what we are going to do is first we're going to combine these 2 fields. So we already spoke about getting the this field and the field down the bottom into one large grass field. So that's still the plan. And then what we'll also do is do a little bit of work with what we currently have. So those chickens that are over at the other sort of yard, I do want to have all the animals in one area. I think it just makes sense. So I'm probably going to look to move them over here somewhere. And then as soon as I move them into probably that grassy area, you guys will probably notice that I have a little grassy area sort of marked out and ready to go. Now that was mainly so I could just see where I could actually plant the ploppable, like where I could actually put it down. So yeah, now that I know that, it makes sense to move all the animals into one space. And then I think we're probably going to also do a hay run for this. So yep, let's do this like this. Brilliant. Yeah, we're going to do a hay run. So we've got a lot of silage, but we don't have heaps and heaps of hay. So I'm going to do a few hay runs so that we can make sure that we will be able to afford all the cows and stuff when we come back after this month. I think one of the next things that we're going to try and do is get the cows sorted. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's see if I can do a bit more mowing here. I actually think GPS is hindering me, to be honest. Why can I not drive faster? Come on. Come on. Come on, game. You can go faster. You got it. There you go. Just get over the hump of driving over the grass. Apparently driving over the grass is hard. There you go. That works. Who would have known that once I use steering assist, it actually is a bit helpful. The lines sometimes are a bit confusing, but I think it's working out alright. So, not the end of the world. Alright, let's lift that up. Let's go in here. No. Mate. I'm clearly not on that side. Come on, game. On this side. Why is it taking me there? Whatever. I can just try and match it up. As soon as I drive here, all of a sudden it pops up. It's still really, really buggy. I was hoping that, I know obviously it's a new game and Giants have done a lot of work and put a lot of work into this, and I'm pretty excited to see, you know, all the new packs and stuff that are coming, but I was hoping that it wouldn't be this sort of poor. and there's still lots of the same bugs and stuff that I've had for a long time. Obviously, every time I have them, I report them. So, you know, give the developers every chance to actually fix the game, because how can they fix what they don't know is broken? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like the game is definitely a bit buggy, but it's still very, very enjoyable. So definitely worth getting and worth playing, and I'm glad I did. Cool. All right. Enough yapping. Let's get on with this. I will catch up with you guys once we've started the baling, and we can talk a little bit more about the plans for what this area of the farm is going to look like. And I think we're just going to do one at a time. I don't think I'm going to touch the chickens until we do all the produce in November, because then that gives us a little bit more time to get some cash and just in general sell all the produce. And I'm worried about if I move the chickens, will I actually still be able to keep hold of the eggs and all that sort of thing. So anyway, like I said, enough yapping. I will catch you guys in a moment. Okay, so I have learned from my mistakes. We are first going to grab the tedder because I want to make hay this time. So yeah, we are definitely going to make some. And I've just yeeted our fertilizer machine, our fertilizer spreader all the way over there. That's fine. But yeah, we want to dry this grass, make some more hay so that we have enough hay to give the goats all through the winter. That is the plan. So I actually think maybe this would be better. 2 laps of the header. Maybe we just do 1 lap of the header. Yeah, 1 lap makes more sense. Alright, turn this bad boy on. Put it down. I did say put it down. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. There you go. Alright, let's dry this thing. Any danger of these being on? Thank you. Let's lift it up. Reverse, reverse. And off we go. So, while we make some hay, yeah, let's just touch on some of the points that I said earlier about what we want to do. So, first up, we will be getting the plow and combining these 2 fields. That is definitely an important part. I spent a lot of time trying to get all the trees, etc., off this land last time. So, hopefully I've succeeded, and there's not too many more in the way of stopping us from achieving that. And once we combine the 2 fields, I reckon we will be able to have a much easier time of mowing the grass, and probably looking at getting a bigger tractor to upgrade so that we can use both lawnmowers at once, the front one and the back one. So that's the plan. Now, in the meantime, I think this area in the future will be for animals, so it makes sense at some point soon, maybe not this episode, but maybe in the next 1 or 2 episodes, I'm going to move the chickens that are up there. We're going to get rid of them, and we're going to put them in this grassy area just here to the top left that you guys can see. That's painted grass, by the way. I was really getting annoyed with figuring out where to place certain pastures and stuff, so I just painted everything so that it could be much easier to see where the trees are. And there was maybe a handful of trees, like sort of 6 or 7 trees there that I needed to get rid of in order to be able to plant stuff. So that's why it's all grassy, but I did that myself, so it was a bit of a waste of like $1,000 or whatever it was, but yeah, it is what it is. So my plan is to then move the chickens down here, and we'll have the goats, the chickens, and the cows that we're gonna breed for profit. So I was looking at getting the dairy ones. I just don't think that we can afford the dairy buildings. They're like, the sort of feasible ones are like 200k. I can't afford $200,000 on a building right now. We just don't have that sort of money. And even if we sell all the produce and stuff through winter, like through November and December and January, with all the oats and the eggs and the greenhouse stuff, I don't think we'll be able to make that much money. So in my head, it doesn't make sense to do that. I know it's a bit of a return on investment because we're gonna wait the better part of sort of 3 years. I think is it 18 months is when they hit sort of the first time that you can sell the cows for profit, but it's better if you wait for 36 months, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's a 3-year period between now and when we're going to sell them for profit. It's a lot of time, and it's a long time to wait for your return on investment, but it is what it is. I think it's got to be done, and in the meantime, yeah, we have other ways of making money, and that's just sort of a back burner to go with the grass. So yeah, we can start to speed through the years a little bit faster. I think like right now, when I make episodes for you guys, they're pretty much back to back. Like, you know, we ended in September, and here I am in the evening. I'm on half speed, by the way, because I really don't want it to rain. I really hate the rain. Even though it is starting, I can feel it starting on the screen. But anyway, yeah. I think the only way to progress this series is probably to start doing higher gaps between the episodes. So it'll be sort of a winter episode, a seeding and a sowing sort of episode, and then a harvesting episode, I think, is sort of the 3, and then there'll probably be one more to sort of catch up as to what we've done throughout the year, any updates on projects and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm thinking towards sort of doing it seasonal episodes. We could almost do a spring, summer, autumn and winter in the traditional calendar, seeing as this is definitely a Northern Hemisphere game. So yeah, that's probably the plan going forwards, and it also means we can try and get a year done per week, basically, and we can speed up the process so that we're not waiting around for progression in the farm, because I know now that I've got the basics and I've got enough hours in this game I feel like I've got a better grasp of knowledge and to know what I'm doing. I'd like to start getting through and seeing if we can get some millions in. That is the plan. So yeah, we'll see how long it takes. And we'll see how many contracts I have to do, but I tell you, I'm sick and tired of doing those wood transportation contracts. They're good money, but damn, they're annoying. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the day where I don't have to worry about them anymore. And it's not far. It's not far away. So the other project, I've talked about the plow stuff. The other project that I'd like to do is to try and get the yard at the top, so where the big canola field is, at the sort of first farm that we had. I'd like to transform one of those fields. I'd like to purchase and transform one of those fields into a bit of a yard. Now, for that to happen, I'd like there to be... Now, we're going to need 2 yards, first of all. We're going to need 2, because the animal stuff and the grass stuff is going to stay down here, and then all the other stuff for yield improvement and arable farming is going to stay up there. So, we are going to need 2 yards, but I wouldn't mind moving the warehouses. It's a bit of a pain where they are right now. It also makes it incredibly... Now, part of it is just my stupidity, but it makes it incredibly hard to actually get the produce from the warehouse, to fill it up with water, that sort of stuff. So I wish I'd have known that at the start, because I would have spent a bit of money to actually flatten the terrain and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I think I'd like to move all the warehouses into one field, and we can probably look at expanding that area as well with maybe a mushroom greenhouse. Maybe one of the little food factory things. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Actually, let's have a quick check. It's called... Yeah, see, I was already on this page because I was thinking about it. The one that makes... Is it the food processing factory? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, this one. No, potato preserved food factory. No, not that. Oh, it is that. Yeah, this one. The preserved food factory. Now, there must be a cheaper one of this somewhere. Preserved food factory. Yeah, there we go. Because then we could start to make... Like, one warehouse could be purely for... you know, lettuce and profit, and then the other one could be to put stuff into like kimchi or whatever the preserved food factory sells. So that's the other way I look at it as well. Oh, it is starting to rain. Let's see if I can get this done quickly. Or what's the other alternative? Let's do a quick autosave. Shall I just speed through the time? Yeah, it stops raining at 6 o'clock. Let's just speed through the time. I don't like the rain. I think it's a nice element of the game, but especially when I'm recording, it's just not fun to deal with. So why bother? Especially that we've just dried the grass into hay, and now we have to deal with it being all wet again, which is not the best thing in the world. But yeah, let's speed through this. Hopefully by 6 o'clock it said it would stop raining. Unfold. Oh, it's dark now. Jeez. Let's go back down to 3. Alright, that's fine. V to lower. Let's go for my steering assist. Again, we just need 1 lap of the headland. This thing's very particular. Alright, let's do it. 1 lap of El Headlando, please. Perfect. And apologies that it's gone now from daylight into darkness, but I really hate dealing with the rain. I'd rather have this. And it's still, if I look up, it's bright. It's just the tractor here that needs a bit of help getting everything sorted. But all right, let's turn around. Wait, V to lift up. Yep. And if I go here, go down. Perfect. There's always that little bit in the corner there that's too annoying to move. Like it's too little to sort of move the windrower out of the field to grab. But likewise, it's big enough that I probably should think about collecting it at some point. But whatever. So we're going to do some nighttime hay baling, and then as soon as that's done, we'll probably tab over till October so that I can. Firstly, not destroy my existing hay bales, and secondly, so that we have some light, so that we can plough the field and we can see what we're doing in complete daylight instead of complete darkness. It's always nicer to be able to see when, especially when you're doing, important field work. All right, cool. That's fine. Let's do this one. Cool. Get over it. And I'm very impressed, to be honest, that I'm actually managing to do this with the John Deere tractor, because I definitely thought the Challenger would be needed, but it's not. So don't worry about it. Wait. Yep, good. I was like, oh, why did it lift up? There's a little gap there, but it kind of looks cool on the backlight of the tractor in front. It kind of looks cool to look at it like this. But all right. Okay, let's go. I know I'm all over the place here. I'm trying not to barge into anything like I have in the past. Cool. There we go. There we go. All right. It is a very grindy game sometimes, this, but that's the fun of it, right? I can't wait until we actually have millions, hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank. That's maybe not hundreds of millions, maybe just millions, but we're going to have to buy a whole lot of stuff here. And remember, we're only 3 years in. We are still only 3 years in, so there's a lot of improvements still to be had. But I finally feel like I'm getting to grips with the game, so that's it's got to be a good thing, right? And I'm excited to finally maybe start using some of the DLC that we've got, the Macdon pack, the next app, whatever it's called, next pack. I'm not sure. The second one, I don't want to say it wrong. But yeah, it'd be exciting times to be able to start using them as well, and hopefully we finally have a use for them too. But yeah, imagine all this field being grass and we can just go one windrow up and down, or one mow up and down. It'd be so much easier. So much easier. Alright. Let's hit this. Cool. Now it's going to hit the little barrier here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. See how it moves the machine to the left a little? Because I'm too close to the edge of the field boundary, but whatever. The GPS is telling me I can do it, so it's fine. Let's get all the way down here. Perfect. So, let me know in the comments. Let me know which way you guys want to go. Should we get the cows first, or should we maybe invest in, I don't know, some new machinery or some new fields, or what? I feel like the reason I'm going to go with cows is, one, because I want to. Like, I want to see how the cows go, and I know it's a long time to wait to get any money back from them. Like 3 years. It's basically double what we've already played. But they are a good investment. They cost $300 and they turn into $5,000 each. So it doesn't take long to add that up in the future. But I'm also obviously going to get the oil mill because we want to make all of our canola next year into canola oil. And along with that, I think we might potentially start investing in something like potatoes so that we can, on the map there's a potato processing plant. We could potentially look at purchasing that and then combining the canola oil with the potatoes to make potato chips, because I know they'll be pretty profitable too. So yeah, they're the sort of things in my head. I'm not sure if it's worth getting the dairy. I did think originally I thought that was the best way to go, but with only goat milk, I'm not sure if that's the best thing to do. I just feel like maybe we should wait until we get water buffaloes. And I'm not going to be able to make it around here because this is actually the edge of the map. Yeah, maybe we should wait to get water buffaloes to really sort of expand the use of the dairy rather than just have one animal that feeds into it. And the goats don't particularly make heaps and heaps of milk. Like in all this time, they've only made whatever it is, 400 liters of milk. It's like, it's good, but if I had a dairy, I would need a regular supply of milk. So yeah, maybe waiting for the water buffaloes is probably the better way to go with that. I'm not sure. Oops. H. Yeah, let's go this way. It's very funny doing the windrows on this because I end up going over the same rows a couple of times because the obviously the field GPS things overlap. So I'm not sure if it makes it easier to pick up or harder, but either way, it definitely contributes to my hay bale collection at the end of this. Yeah, I know I don't have access to this land. It's really annoying how it keeps telling me that. I wish it would just figure out that I don't mind. Alright, hit it. And let's get all of this. I wonder if it will pick up the one on the right here, even though it's just outside the boundary. Yeah, it kind of does. Kind of not. That's fine. Sweet. Alright. And if you guys are wondering, I would normally time-lapse this, but there's going to be a big time-lapse when we plow tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm not keen to just send you guys to the music. And, yeah, it feels like a bit of a a disjointed episode when we just do some bunch of time-lapses. So I'm trying to fill the gaps with a bit of conversation and see how we go on the future of the farm. But yeah, so this area here on the left, chickens, that'll be my chickens, and I think finally we can move it from the top up there and really make that area a sort of a warehousey area. And I'm thinking about actually getting a water tower as well, so we can remove the sapling field too. So that's one of the next episodes to come for sure. Excuse me as I hiccup. For sure, it'll be a bit of a yard renovation episode because that's what we'll need to get it done. But right, we've got some straw in here already. That's perfect. Let's pick this up. Do I need to turn it on? No, I just need to lower the pickup. Brilliant. Let's get this done. I will do this as a quick little time lapse because it won't take long, and then I'll be back with you guys tomorrow as we plow. Sorry for touching the mic there as well.
Every singer needs a song. Every bell cries out to be around. Every dog wanna wag its tail. Life ain't nothing but a pilgrim trail. Every message needs a dove, and everything grows with a drop of love. We're all hanging on to that nail. It's a rocky road, this pilgrim trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Let's meet up down the pilgrim trail. Longs for a sail, like every campfire needs a tale. We're on this freight train going down the rail, together on this pilgrim's trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Where everything is up for sale. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to plow. But first, spare a thought for this poor worker that has our tiny little cultivator and has 6.47 hectares to do. So this guy, worker J, is going to be working for a little while. He's 1% complete, so we'll see how long it takes. But there are a bunch of contracts here that I can do, so I'm looking forward to getting stuck into them. But first and foremost, we need to repay the loan. We borrowed 95k. You can hear my mouse clicking away. Time to repay it all. So I might actually keep 5,000 of it just because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pay our worker for that massive field otherwise. But yeah, time to pay that money back. So the next influx of cash will be in November when we sell the eggs. Then December when we sell all the grains. And then in January when we sell all the produce. But until then, ladies and gents, let's plow. Oh, okay, cool. That was very not as dramatic as I wanted it to be. Let's plow. We are going to finally combine these two fields. I've got the Challenger, I've got my plow, and I'm going to try and keep a nice outline. I reckon we start with the outline first. And then hopefully this will turn into the headland, and then we can go from there. That is kind of a bit too close to the road, but not the end of the world. Let's do a little spin. It's very delicate, this this process, you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting these two fields combined into one massive field, and we are going right up to the road now. Cool, right up to the road. That's fine. I may as well just go over this as well. I figure it's probably about time. It's not the end of the world if I do this because surely I can't actually go on the road there. That's crazy. I can go right up next to it. Sorry, I'm very surprised that it's allowing me to do this. I think I might just go and paint over this a little bit at the end because I don't want it to be too close to the field boundary again. But this is now the new field. So let's just lift that up, that's fine. I will go Control P. Let me just do some painting here. Sculpting? Is it sculpting? No, we'll do some painting. We want, yeah, asphalt. Let's, yeah, so we want the road surface to go right up to here. Because I might make this a little bigger. See, why can't I paint that? Land is not owned by you. Don't worry about it. Toggle free mode. Oh, come on, man. How can it not be owned by me, but I just plowed it? What stupid logic is that, game? That's fine. That's fine. I'll just do this for now. There you go. That's what I wanted. I wanted a little bit of space between. And I know it's probably a waste of time to be trying to do this now, but I just I want to make sure that the boundary is there from the very beginning. I mean, how can I paint there but not here? It's just so annoying. It's just so annoying. No? No, not interested? Cool. Alright, whatever. Well, anyway. I did what I could. We put a little bit of it down. I think I might... Let's rotate the plow and we'll go again on the inside this time and see if that helps. I guess once we cultivate it, though, it'll be a bit nicer anyway, but... Like, yeah, this bit here is horrible. This bit there is horrible. I guess once I've messed it up, I can't go back over it, can I? Alright, we won't do that. We will rotate the plow and go on this side, though, because this is going to be the harder one. I don't actually have the border here. At least the road is a visual for me. If I go down to field 100, yeah, it looks like I'm going straight and then curving. But I'm not sure what the best way to do this is. Right, let's try. Whatever. We can make this work. Okay. Done. If I just go straight down here, hopefully this is narrow enough to let me through. Yep, it looks like it. Cool. And then what I reckon I do is I try and sort of combine into that one. Kind of like this. It wasn't exactly how I envisioned this going, but that's okay. And yeah, we can then get this all nice and lined up. It's going to be a lot of work. I wish I had my cultivator. We're going to have to wait for old field 54 to be complete before we start the next round of this, but that's fine. Should I plow over this as well? I might just plow. Yeah, we can extend this a little bit. I just want to extend it a little bit. And I get to here. And it's just got to line up straight. That'll do. That'll do. Yes. Perfect. That's pretty straight, to be honest. Alright, we'll get those hay bales out of the way, but let's go across first. So we've done the outline. Let's just combine this bit in here. Now this is the tough bit. I'll just bash that hay bale out the way. We can do this. All the way across. I know we will lose a bit of grass, but I'm going to replant this all anyway. As in, not the grass that's already planted, but I am going to replant the ones that we're going to need to plant for the first time. When I say replant, I meant for the first time. Let's spin this around the other way. Okay, awesome. Okay, so you guys get the idea. Stay with me as we will do a little time lapse to get the rest of this done, and I will be right back to end the episode. Okay guys, so what we've had to do here is I've separated the power harrow from the seeder. These came attached together as the machine over there on the right. And what I'm going to do now is, I actually was doing this for a different purpose at the start. I needed to lime the fields, but you can't lime on an already growing crop, obviously. So I'm going to have to rip up all this grass anyway, but actually it gives me a good chance to test the GPS and see where the field boundaries are. And I think, I mean, so far so good. This is on cruise control. I'm not touching my keyboard right now. So far so good. This is working pretty well, and I think we should be able to get all of this sorted. So this is probably a job for the cultivator, but the poor cultivator is doing field 54, and it's quite a task, let me tell you. It is quite a task to be doing that field all by yourself in the little John Deere with the little cultivator. So he's gone good, 30% done already, not too bad. But yeah, just trying to make do with what we have, and I don't want to delay this any further, because obviously going into October we wouldn't be able to get another yield of grass anyway, because it doesn't grow throughout November, December, and January, I'm pretty sure. Although don't quote me on that. I'm just just that's from what I sort of assume. And then yeah, once we get this done, we should be able to, now see, why is that not working on the other field there? See how it's right up to the edge? I wonder why. What I might do... Sorry to interrupt my train of thought. What I might do is actually just get rid of this. Let's do forest ground on this area. Yep, that's fine. Land isn't owned by me, but it clearly is because I've done stuff to it. This is what I mean. How could you possibly let me... Oh, come on, man. Come on. Come on, come on. How can you let me... Oh, whatever. You know, I actually genuinely feel like doing this. If I go close to the middle where it says land is owned. Land is owned. Come on, paint. Forest ground. That's what I want. Oh, what? Maybe grass. Nah, it's not. It's definitely not working. Something's glitched with this area of the map. I guess because I'm so close to the edge that it's not really liking me doing work to the fields. But, whatever. It's not the end of the world. See, then it just randomly says, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. I'm not going to get frustrated with it. But, look, I'm not going to do all of this on camera for you guys because I think it'll be the mother of all time lapses. So, probably not the best thing in the world to do. But I am going to try and do this outside GPS boundary. Yeah. To see if it'll actually work. I've got it pretty good though. I tried to do it manually just to see if it would line up, but look, I'm not going to be mad if this is how it turns out. It looks pretty. I mean, the game's done some funny things here, and if I painted over this area, it would probably like it a lot better. But I think that's actually a pretty good solution, to be honest. Yep, happy days. I'm not going to go over that because that looks pretty good. So I'll go down to the bottom corner. And yeah, it's weird how it's like, it's still separated into two fields, even though it doesn't really need to be. But there was a few bits missing here, because I did it manually at the start. That's fine. So, the plan is to get this done as a seed bed, and then I'm going to lime it, then I'm going to plant some grass, and hopefully, by the time we sell all the produce and we need grass again, because we've obviously just done the last cut of hay for the year, by the time we need the next cut for grass, in year 4, whether it's silage or hay, I'm not sure. I think probably hay again, to be honest, because I've got quite a lot of silage, although silage does take a few months to get going, so I'm not sure. Let's see how we do with this hay bale. Can I just bump it and it'll move out of the way? Come on, move. Keep rolling. Yes, victory. Thanking you. Fantastic. But yeah, it's about time that we do something with this. Hopefully this means that it'll be easier to mow as well. There's a bit of a pain having to go from one field to the other. This way I feel like I can just turn on GPS, I can press cruise control, and it's a much easier... Actually, why don't I press cruise control? Let's see. Yeah, it's a much easier transition from one end to the other. And obviously we've increased the yield for the grass in the first place. So the only time I think I'll now change this is if I do end up putting some animals here. But I think the cows can have this area back here is all, in my eyes, going to be for the cows. Because there's not really any... Let me just check the map, but I think we're pretty close to the field boundary down here. It hasn't come in yet, but yeah, I think we're pretty close. So, yeah, this area here will be for the cows. I'll move all the silage bales somewhere else. I'll probably do a construction, to be honest, of some sort of, I don't know, mini shed or carport or something to make it a bit easier to store all that stuff, because we are going to need it, and it makes sense to start getting organized with all that stuff now. I've missed out a little bit here, so let me just go over the edge. Brilliant. And yeah, hopefully this is the start of us getting some lovely Angus or some lovely limousine cows for the start of year 4, which is, yeah, it means we'll be hitting another one of the targets, and hopefully, yeah, we can start turning those cows into profit eventually. Although, like I said, it'll be a 3-year journey, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Right, let's see now how this goes. See, now this isn't... I wonder if I go on the AI worker, because this obviously isn't optimal. No, it's telling me to do silly lines. I wonder if I go on the AI worker, if I can do... Let's not crash into our sawmill. I wonder if I can just do laps of the headland. What does that look like? No, it just takes me back to 2 every time. Reset. 3, 4, 5. No. Game? Nope, not interested. Cool. Alright, well that's fine. We can deal with the straight ones. But this would be a mega time lapse, so I'm not sure it's the most enjoyable thing in the world, but I just wanted to sort of update you guys as to where the field work is at. Now I'm going to go ahead and get this done, probably all off camera, because yeah, I think it's one of the more tedious things in the game, so it makes sense to try and do as much of it off camera as we can. I do like being able to turn around without having a field boundary next to me though. That's pretty good. Done and down. Cool, and then yeah, we'll eventually have this nice big grass field once it all goes into one. I think the first time will be tricky, but then the following times should be significantly easier. So I'll do the seed bed, and then I'm going to lime it, and then probably plant some grass so that it can get as much time to grow as it needs, and we can get all that moving in the right direction. Alright, so for now, that's going to be it for this episode. I know it seems a bit strange to leave it halfway through, but this is a mammoth of a task. This is probably its own episode in itself, so I don't want to do all that on camera, because I don't think it'll be fun just listening to music and watching me do that in the background. I couldn't talk for that long. It'd be too draining. But yeah, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Let me know in the comment section below what you think we should do next. And yeah, if you are enjoying it, please leave a like, subscribe for more videos. And apart from that, guys, I will catch you next time. Thanks for your support. See you soon.